Between 1850 and 1900, something extraordinary and deeply unsettling unfolded across the United States, an event shrouded in silence and mystery. Over 250,000 children slipped through the cracks of official records, their stories lost to time. They were called orphans, but the truth, buried beneath layers of official narratives and historical revision, is far stranger than fiction could ever imagine. Imagine the bustling streets of 19th-century New York, carriages rattling over cobblestones, vendors hawking their wares, and amidst it all, a steady stream of children, some clutching faded satchels, others gazing blankly at the horizon, herded onto long, rumbling trains. These were the so-called orphan trains, a bold social experiment that aimed, publicly at least, to rescue destitute children from urban squalor and transport them to new lives in the heartland. Between 1854 and 1929, these trains ferried an estimated 150,000 to 250,000 children from the teeming tenements of the East Coast to the wide open spaces of the Midwest. But when we dig beneath the surface of this benevolent tale, the official story unravels. Newly unearthed records paint a chilling picture. Many of these children were not true orphans at all. Census documents from the era reveal entire families erased between decades, with parents marked as deceased but lacking any supporting death certificates. Handwritten ledgers from charitable organizations list thousands of unclaimed minors, their backgrounds hastily summarized, their fates unaccounted for. Most disturbing, perhaps, are the details that defy easy explanation. Many children, according to contemporary accounts, spoke in languages that baffled local officials and foster families. Some exhibited odd physical traits, unusual height, elongated skulls, features that set them apart. Private memos from institutions like the Smithsonian referenced the disposal of anomalous skeletal remains, hinting at a concerted effort to erase inconvenient evidence. What then became of these missing souls? And why do their stories intersect with the shadowy mythos of Tartaria, the so-called lost civilization that conspiracy theorists claim once spanned continents before being buried, literally and figuratively, by the tides of history? In the aftermath of the so-called mud flood, a mysterious catastrophe said to have buried entire cities in layers of soil and debris, strange children began to appear in American cities. Survivors, perhaps, of a cataclysm whose true nature remains hotly debated. Contemporary diaries and police reports from the 1820s and 1830s describe encounters with children who spoke of glass towers, flying ships, and a sky fire that reduced their home to ruins. These stories, once dismissed as the fevered imaginings of traumatized youth, echo ancient Tartarian legends, a civilization of crystal palaces, advanced technology, and a society wiped from the earth in a single, world-shattering event. Was the orphan train movement a grand act of charity, or something more sinister? Some researchers believe these trains were not a solution to poverty, but a cover operation, an attempt to relocate and ultimately silence the last witnesses of Tartaria's downfall. Official police records from the late 19th century detail mass disappearances of children, last seen in the company of government officials. The language is clinical, but the implication is clear. These children were spirited away, their past lives erased, their memories suppressed. As the 20